Just waiting till I'm live. Okay. So hello there to all my viewers. Okay, you can message me. All right. So today I'm gonna cover a cue card. So this is part 2 of your IELTS speaking test. And if you are already familiar, like for example, if you've been like taking IELTS tests in the past, so you're familiar with cue card and part 1 questions and part 3 questions. And for cue card, you speak for 2 minutes, no interruption. And then, but before that, your examiner will give you 1 minute preparation. So it's better that now, while preparing, you practice the 1 minute preparation and how much you can write in your little piece of paper, because your examiner will give you a piece of paper and a pen, I guess, or pencil, so that you can use that 1 minute to prepare to write down like important words that you want to mention in your answering those bullet points. Usually it's describing something, describing an event, describing an occasion, describing a person. So it's all about describing and what, when, what else, where. Those interrogative pronoun will, you will answer those. So what event, who is the person, and then yeah, when did it happen, and how. Usually at the end, explain why or how you feel about the thing. Okie dokie. So yeah, to all my viewers, you can message me. If you're watching there, I've got 2 million viewers right now. Okay. Now, okay. So, no, my hair. Oh, I'm gonna look for a cue card to answer. So just give me a sec. I wish I have, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have a piece of paper where I can write also my outline. Cue card, let me choose. So there are top 50 common topics for a cue card, or to describe something. It's about, can be about animal, art, book, hold on, career, childhood, city, competition, cook, country, culture, dream, education, environment, family, fashion, festival, fitness, food, friend, future, happy, health, history, holiday, hobby, hotel, internet, language, leader, marriage. And I think there are more that's not shown right on the screen. But guys, so which one do you pick? I know that in reality, you don't have um, the privilege to pick your topic. It's all from your examiner. The examiner will pick which topic is gonna give you for your cue card. So Let's try about friend. I think this is pretty universal. Everyone has got like experience about about a friend or friends. Your family can be your friend, your sibling, brother, sister. Maybe not the parents, because parents has got, they have like authority over you. So they can be your friends in some ways, but they still have to, like give you discipline. All right, now we can start. So let's pick the friend. Okay. So what I've got, oh, I need, I think, my glasses, guys, but I can't find it anywhere, just, in my desk. But anyways, I'll just continue without my glasses. But give me, so I think my hair is bothering me. Okay. But I'll do it very quick. Oh, and hold on before anything else. Now my cat, he is here again. Yes, baby. So guys, don't be shy. Leave your message. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay. I think. All right, so I think I can start now, although I need an extra device for to set my timer. Yes, baby. Do you wanna come? Hold on, because I'm gonna set my timer. So for preparation, it's 1 minute, and then for speaking, it's 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna set my timer for my preparation, but I haven't. Hello. Do you wanna say hello? Hello. Hello, everyone. Let's say hello. Let's find. Okay. Okay, guys. Now Okay, so I'm gonna find my cue card. So here we go. No cue card. So I'm gonna pick describe one of your childhood friend. Okay, now I'm gonna read the bullet points. So the one that I'm gonna describe, I'm asked to describe is describe uh, one of your childhood friends. Okay. You should say how you met him, her, how long you are friends, and what you did together. What made you like him or her, and explain your friendship. Okay, so start 1 minute. So I can, all right, start now. Okay, time is up, and then I'm gonna start speaking. So guys, look, yeah, I think I'll have a hard time really concentrating. Okay, so my 2 minutes will start now. Okay, I'm gonna describe one of my childhood friends, because of course I've got a few when I was growing up, and his name is Adam, and we were neighbors, but our parents were very close friends, like relatives, but actually we were not related by blood. We're just like family. So I consider him as my best friend. And we've been really friends for so long, 20 years maybe. And the thing that we did together is music, because he was a musician. I consider him a musician, and I got interested in playing musical instrument and singing, and until now, up to now, I'm still like playing the guitar, and I sing, and actually I'm working on right now. I'm working on just last night. I practiced a song that I've been working on anyway. So um, we've been. I think the reason why we became so we became close friends is because of the things. We have lots of things in common. And he was not judgmental. He was like, you can tell him, I could tell him a lot of things, even though like the things that are like embarrassing experience. And he would just like, oh, tell me something that, oh, you should, yeah, don't worry. It's normal. You don't have to be embarrassed. He would say like, oh yeah, that's embarrassing. So please don't do it again. Okay, time is up, guys. So I don't know if you hear my timer. Okay, now I'm done. It's your turn. Uh, so yeah, that's what happened. And it's very important that when you practice, so these are just tips that I can share with you, that when you practice, because you don't just go and take your test, uh, schedule your test and say like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm very confident that I'm gonna get the score that I need. It might be true, but it's still good to really like focus on the practice, and it's very helpful to really use that 1 minute instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I can speak right away, no worries. But also practice using that 1 minute for preparation, because it's very helpful. Your brain will be trained how to really write outlines or the important or keywords, like for example, describe this person, describe this event. And if it's a person, there's the bullet point, there is who, there is when, and there is all those things. And you try to write down, for example, if it's a who, write down the name. Like, for example, in my outline, I said like, because one of the bullet points is who, and then for how long you've been friends. Um, okay, oh, my cats are really like all over me right now. There's another one also. Hello, baby, you want to say hello? Stay. Oh, don't worry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, you didn't see. But there is also one here. Okay, so put him down. There's my other cat. That's Ivy. Anyways, so in my outline, I wrote down, okay, for who, I wrote down Adam, so that's a name. And then how long, so the bullet points, who is he or she, and then the next one, how long you two are friends. So I put 20 years, and that's just my base, like I didn't really say like 20 years, because who can really know the exact, like time or years, because it can be more or less, or most of the time more, but you can't really exactly like counting right away at that moment, because that's spontaneous. So you are not counting, do your math right there in front of in front of your examiner. And then another thing that I wrote down, so bullet point, what you do together. So what you can say, what did you do together? So I just put as my keyword music. And then the last bullet point, and the last one, explain why you think she or he is your best friend. So I write things in common. So I think I mentioned like we have lots of things in common, and yeah, music, we play music. So that's how you, and please remember, when you practice, always use that 1 minute to write down the keywords, write down an outline. You don't write like one paragraph, because that's impossible. It's not. I don't know how fast you write, but I'm not fast. But but it would be good if you just write down keywords, because then you can really write a lot a lot of information, and you can just look at it, because while you're speaking, your examiner, so that piece of paper where you write down the keywords, you have that in front of you, that and the examiner knows that that can help you remember what to say, like like how do you call, coherently, because you don't just jump on the next, that's not coherent to what you're talking, what you're saying, like two sentences before. Okay, so it's very important to be coherent. Okay, doke. So now I think that's about it, guys. I think I can share with you a little bit of English expressions, but let me see. English expressions. So I think I can find my glasses. Let me see. No, no glasses. Hello, everyone. Hello, my viewers. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you some English expressions that you can use when you're speaking, when you're practicing, when you're in your, like with your examiner. Who knows, that will help you. You will remember the expression, but try to use them when you're preparing and your test would be like 6 months away. So you have lots of time to practice to get really comfortable saying those expressions like phrases or words that you have not used right now. For example, you're not used to saying it, but you are practicing to use it. So try to use these expressions when you are practicing. And by the time you are ready to take your test, then you are already comfortable saying those words. Okie dokie. So first, so when you are like doing your speaking test with your examiner, and what if while you're talking, it would be like maybe answering your part 1 questions, or you are speaking, um, um, talking about describing something, that's your part 2 questions, your cue card, part 2, whatever, part 2 speaking, and then that's your cue card for 2 minutes. You're gonna speak for 2 minutes, and that's long. You have to really have lots of words to say, and then your part 3 questions. So who knows, you will uh, express this phrase, like for example, oh, I hate being this, being that. So instead of saying hate, because hate is really like a strong word, and if you are really like I'm not used to saying hate. I just say like I don't like this. I don't, but I know there are people who just, like without even realizing, they would already, oh, I hate this, and that. It can be food, it can be a situation, it can be yourself, for example. So, a, for example, if you have to say, I hate this, don't say, change it into like, I'm not fond of this, or I'm not a big fan of something, such and such. Sorry, I'm coughing. So that's one. So instead of saying I hate this, say I'm not fond of this, or I'm not a big fan of that. So and then another one, when you need to say, oh, that's so bad. There's nothing wrong saying that's so bad, but it's more gentle if you say this. That could be improved. Okay, so instead of saying that's so bad, you can say that could be improved. And I think um, in my last streaming, I also like mentioned that you sound, when you in the English speaking country or the polite people, the English speakers, native English speakers, polite when they say it in a polite way, um, they use the past form of the verb. For example, could instead of can. So that can be improved. So instead of saying that, you say that could be improved. Okay. The next one. So if you kind of like the person you are talking about, the person that, oh, he's lying or she's lying or my friend was lying, for example, you are talking about a friend or in front of your examiner, instead of saying that, you could say like, you're lying again, or she was lying again, or this friend of mine lied to me. You can just say, I'm having trouble believing her. Hello there, Neox. Hi. So how are you? I think you were in my live stream also before. And I think I asked you how I could call you. So yeah, hello there. Thank you for joining. I know, oh, there you go. So yeah. I've been like live streaming for, I think when you were with me the last time, it's been like maybe a month. So I've been live streaming 3 times already, and I think you missed those because sometimes I just live stream randomly, random hours. I cannot really stick to what what time I do my live stream because I just, take the opportunity when I have the chance, and I don't wait till this and time, this such and such time, because I might not be available anymore. So that's why. So Neox, I know, long time no see. So now next expression, when you say like, oh, this person was loud, or he is loud, she's loud, my parents are loud. So instead of saying that, you can, it's good that your examiner knows that you know how to be, the polite English way of saying, your phrases, your sentences, your statement. For example, instead of saying, "Oh, a friend of mine, he was so loud," instead of saying that, you could say like, "Oh, I wish my friend could really lower." Um, her voice a little, because like, it's nice when it's softer than being loud. Oh, I see. Thank you, Neox. i I don't know, so what's your name on Instagram? Because let me know so I can also look at your account. Okay, so tell me what's your name in your Instagram account so that I can check. Okay, thank you, Nix, for following me on Instagram. Okay, so now another, and this would be the last. So for example, okay, this is an idiomatic expression. So when you say beat the clock, so that's an expression, idiom. Beat the clock. So what does it mean? What do you think? Let me ask. Oh, I see. Okay. Deconain. Okay. So what's your name, Neox? How do you want me to call you? Okay, now beat the clock. So it means finish before the due date. Uh, Finish whatever work you need to finish before the deadline. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for our lesson, for our IELTS. And thank you so much for joining me. Neox, I'm gonna check, okay, your Instagram. Deco9. And then, yeah, I will check it out. I'm already, oh, there. You don't have any post. Okay, so I don't need to follow you. You don't have anything. So, okay, I found it. I don't know if you'll see it. I'm I'm showing my phone. So, do you see it? Okay. So, yeah. Yay. I found you. Thank you. You have lots of followers, but you don't have anything. You don't have, you don't post anything. Yeah, yeah. So are you preparing for IELTS, Neox? Tell me your name, if that's okay. Oh, well, you don't have any pictures. We can message each other, so we can still be friends, right? Yeah, so, okay, I'll follow you back. So you can see now I'm following you. I think you don't see it. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's really, yeah, I would love, yeah, we can maybe send voice message to each other. Or if you want, you can also, okay, yeah, I will message you, okay? So you want to practice your English? Are you preparing for IELTS? Are you gonna take the test, or you just want to practice to speak English? Okay, now, so where are you watching from, Neox? Okay. Okay, Neox, I can continue chatting with you either on Instagram or in another platform. So I'm done with. Oh, okay. So it must be like late night there in India. Which state are you? So I'm gonna chat with you um, in another platform because I need to go. Okay. So thank you for joining me, and um, yeah, talk to you soon. Okay, bye, Neox. Bye, everyone. And I'll see you again in my next live broadcast. Bye. And please don't forget to subscribe and like my live stream. Okay.